Welcome to Stay in the Loop, where we always try to make sure that you are kept in the loop. Now, in this video, we have Konet Mamabulo, well known as TBOSE from Skimsa, decided to take a break to focus on his business. Now, in this live video, he had a heart-to-heart with Mohau, who plays the role of Mapitse, and they recently got married on Skimsa. Now, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you, and enjoy.
That still sucks.
It still sucks, but it works for the performance, isn't it? Like the memory worked. I mean, the memory served the purpose. The memory served the performance.
Yeah, whatever.
No, but I agree with you. It's even with me. So sometimes it's important to share this behind the scenes stories, you know. So Timer says to me, I hate this scene. Maybe, I don't know if we should postpone this scene or what. He says, I hate this scene. I hate it. And then he looks at me and he says, feeling they are understand? And I'm like, Timer, no, what do you mean? You know? And then, so before yesterday's episode, I found myself going on YouTube and searching Skim Sam season 1. Ne?
Mm.
And the very first frame that I had, that I was introduced to Mzansi, in that specific scene, Tibo says to Kwaito, Ufedile, sesa feeling go se atlola.
Oh. Hey, baby.
It's crazy. And so when he shot it, I'm like, Timer, I've never seen you like this. I just became weak. Like, I was so weak. Like, you don't understand. Trying to contain yourself, but the more you're bottling it, the emotions, it's like this actor wants to be in control of the emotions, but he's failing.
Mm. Mm. I saw your post yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna entertain this. Like, I think yesterday I was angry at you. Yeah, I think yesterday that's when it sank in, bruh. Like, you know, it's one thing to shoot things. Like when we were shooting, it was like, yeah, it's real. And then it's like, okay, when it goes on national TV, nah?
Yeah.
Now you know, but okay, this is it. Like it's almost like there's layers. There's layer after layer. I mean, we shot the wedding, and it's like, yo, okay, so Vela, this thing is happening. We shot the goodbye scenes. Okay, no, this thing is really happening. That final nail in the coffin was literally watching it on screen. It was like, no, okay, this is not happening anymore. It's not going to happen. It is happening right now. Like, as we speak, this is what's happening. It is done. And then after the show, you're like, wait, so it's done. And so I was a little bit upset with you, Mabani, but yeah, I'm okay now. I'm okay.
You're okay now?
I'm kind of okay.
You're kind of okay.
I just miss you.
Oh man, I miss you too. I do.
Today, and we were just like, it's not the same.
And remember, this is what I said. I said this when we were shooting the scene, and then I said, you know, I'm not really worried about I'm not worried about whether or not I will fail in the journey. You understand? Like, that's not really my concern. I'm not worried about loss of income, loss of I'm not really worried about that. But I think what pains me the most, or what I foresee that is going to be my biggest struggle is the loneliness. You understand? It's the loneliness that I was much more concerned about, and that I'm still more concerned about, because there are jokes that I can never get anywhere but on set. There are jokes that I can never make with anyone but with Morao, with Ndate Africa, Mam Harriet, with Clement, with Eriki. I know the Maputla family, how it looks and sounds like. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like, for me, it's like, if there's one thing that I'm concerned about, that is major. That ao kgathalle hore o feel jwang kae no tja hore tsamaya jwang. But the family, because that's what it is.
We're family, in fact. Like, and look, I and I will keep saying this. Like, I'm so proud of how, like, you've taken charge of your life. You've made a decision, you stuck by it, and dude, you have a whole business. You are a businessman. You are an employer. People depend on you, for their livelihood. And that is an incredible position to be in. So I will always respect you for what you're doing, because I believe in taking faith. I believe in what you're trying to do. I believe in not even trying to do. I believe in what you've started, and it's a beautiful thing for generations to come. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You are shaking up the insurance industry. They look at you and they're like, who's this young boy who's coming in here trying to act like, he knows about this industry? Dude, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of companies out there who are worried about, the impact that you are having. Not even going to have, but you already have on this industry. Yabona. And
Yeah.
I think no amount of working together for so long will ever deny me the ability to say what I am so proud. I respect your decisions so much, and dude, you are inspiring so many of us to go for our dreams, and I feel like that's the best impact you can leave on anyone, whether you've known them for a year.
Speaker.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest impact you can have on anyone, whether you've known them for a year or you've known them for a couple of months or for 10 years. The biggest thing that you can live with is that moment of inspiration where you're like, you know what? Taking charge of your life is probably the most respectful thing and the hardest thing that someone can do. So yes, sis, I'm so proud of you.
You always make it difficult for one to succumb to challenges, because we speak a lot. Over a period, we speak a lot. We speak about. That's one thing that I appreciate about us, is that we speak. And we're honest in our conversations. And if something sucks, it sucks. If somebody's uncomfortable with something, he's uncomfortable with something. And if someone is okay with something, he's okay with that thing. You understand what I'm saying? So with you, it's like you make it so difficult for one to submit himself to challenges and failing. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. And that's what I hate about you. I've told you.
How?
And it's humbling to hear you, like to hear your peers. It's not easy as peers to pour our hearts out towards one another, to say, brother, sister, you're doing great. It's not easy. And not only to say you're doing great, but to really stand and show something, to say, I'm vouching for you. It's not easy. We speak about it if it is about Morao, then I'll be with Patrick or Clement or Eric, for example, and say, hey, Morao is doing well. But there's no courage to come to Morao and say, oh, lady, what you're doing is amazing.
Yeah.
You might not understand it now, but later, I can tell you now what you are on is a serious thing. And I thank you for that.
But you see, the thing is, I'm saying it because when you're a billionaire, I think I couldn't buy like it. So this is me investing. This is my investment. I was there from the beginning.
You think Digny will make us billionaires?
Hey, wala. Hey, dude. Look. I have absolutely no doubt you're going to you're going to succeed in whatever it is that you put your mind to. You will succeed. And we've spoken about how you get bored with that. So I feel like
I don't get bored.
Yeah.
No. Why are you saying no?
You do, and it's okay. It's okay. But the point is that you only get bored when you've reached like a certain peak. But the point is that you work towards that peak so hard until you get there, that when you get bored, it's like you can literally leave and say, yeah, I did it. You don't just walk away with something half done. You get to that point and you're like, okay, I did it, and I'm good. So this is why, Gere, I know the fact that Digny is around. You've been working on it like for the past how long? 4 years? 5 years?
6, 7.
6, 7 years. You see, 6, 7 years. Yeah. You went to school. You studied. You learned. You put yourself like out there as someone in this industry where artists are never seen, you know. So the fact that you were able to stick with it for so long, in the beginning I was like, what's this guy doing, Mara? Like, where's this gonna go? Invest more. Make investment. The royalties.
When you deserve. No. I think when we structure the dividends, when we structure the dividends of the company, we have to make sure that we allocate, because
I want profit shares, actually.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that you must be one of those shareholders because you've been there. You've invested spiritually, emotionally. You've invested in terms of guidance. You've invested in terms of making sure. All right? So it's sorted, that one.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, but the people have heard you. I want, but